Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, go ahead and make sure you subscribe here. And yeah. Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I already said that. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube and I'm here to explain why. For those of you who know about the condition that I have, neurofibromatosis, I had to have surgery, and I've been wearing this stupid armband so I could cut it off like a ribbon and tell you guys what happened. But first off, the reason why I haven't been doing YouTube is just because put these down, mentally, like, I'm struggling a little bit, like physically, emotionally, all that. I've been struggling, so YouTube hasn't been like a priority to me at the moment. And then an accident had happened and that is what I am here to tell. So for those of you who are new here, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I will be showing pictures and I will be showing what had happened. So if you're not into like stitches and blood and like all that stuff and you find it gross, I suggest you don't watch. But I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been and that I am okay. So to get started, I want to cut the stupid armband off because I've been waiting to do it. It's like my initiation, like, you know, when people just buy a store or something, cut it off. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I wanted to do that, but so about a week ago, I'm gonna tell you, I've already said it. Oh man, I'm so nervous. So about a week ago, I was playing with my son, and if you have neurofibromatosis, you know about like these little bumps and stuff that grow. Well, if you've seen my stomach before, I don't know if I have a before picture of my stomach, but if I do, I'll put it here. And I was playing with my son and I ran into the wall and it bruised my side. So one of my bumps had bruised up. It's like a little sized gumball, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it would go away because it didn't hurt or anything. And then throughout the night, around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I just felt a rush, like a tightness, and I felt my side, and I had this big I had this big ball on the side of my side. And that picture will be right here. And so I was like 3 o'clock in the morning, I was instantly rushed to the hospital, and this story is going to be a long story, so hopefully I say it right and I say everything that I want to say. So I went to the ER and I was admitted because that had became a hematoma, and a hematoma is, I think, like a blood clot pretty much. It just fills with blood. And we went into the emergency room, and I had a CAT scan done, I had an ultrasound done, I believe, and the doctor had came in and explained to me what was going on, that I had that hematoma, and that he said it should go down over time. And at that moment, I was like, I can't wait for this to go down. And the emergency room was my dad and my friend Melissa, my best friend Melissa, and my mom was at home with Junior, and we were in the emergency room, and the doctor had came in, the emergency room doctor had came in and was explained to us, okay, it's a hematoma, it's nothing surgical because it can go down over time, your body will reabsorb that blood and it'll go down. And he goes, just come in the next 7 days, and if it's not down, we'll give you some blood thinners, thin it out. And like, I didn't like that the doctor said that. And he said that neurofibromatosis is a very rare disease condition that each fibroma holds blood, and that if they were to go in and do surgery, they have to watch what they clip, and if they clip the wrong thing, it could cause complications. And so we were fighting it. First off, if you see the picture, that was a big grapefruit sized ball that was on the side of my hip, and I wasn't about to go home with that. One, because of the way it looked, and two, because I have Junior to take care of, and I can't lift. Like, I couldn't even stand up without holding it and not feeling comfortable. So the doctor goes, okay, well, let me go talk to another doctor who's in surgery right now. When he gets out, we'll see what he says. And then like 45 minutes later, another doctor came in, and this was a doctor that did the surgery, and he had looked at it, and he had explained to me the same thing, that each fibroma holds blood, and that removing this can lead to complications. Removing this fibroma, or this hematoma, could lead to complications, and it could bleed more, or it can come back because you can remove the neurofibromatosis, front neurofibromas, but they come back as well. So he didn't want to move it. He said, he goes, that's one of the first things that he learned in medical school, was the neurofibromatosis, and how rare the condition is, and how like you can't get rid of it, and yada yada yada. So I told him that I can't go home like that. My dad said I can't go home like that because I'm a single mother who wouldn't be able to lift my son, wouldn't be able to do the daily activities that I do. I wouldn't be able to do anything with it, and I would have to just be careful for the next 6-7 months to see if it would go down, even if it would go down. And the doctor was just like, he goes, it's just a operation that's complicated, and he didn't want to do it. And so I told him I wasn't going home like that. And my dad and Melissa had said that if you want the surgery, you need to tell him that you want the surgery. And so I looked at him and I told him that I wanted it removed, because there's no way I was going home with that big ass ball on the side of my hip. And so he goes, okay. He leaves to look at my CAT scan, or the CAT scan, or the MRI that I had done on my stomach, and he had told me that he could do it. And so on the back, I had extra fat that or extra loose skin from the neurofibromas, that I had asked him if he were to remove this, if he could remove what was in the back, because I didn't want to have another scar. It's a cosmetic look. Like, I didn't want to have another scar and then this be gone and then just have back fat, and like, anyways, he goes, that's getting more into cosmetic. He goes, I don't know if I could do that because that goes to your spine. And then he looked at myself, and he was like, all right. He goes, give me a minute. He left, and then he comes back and he goes, all right, we're just gonna do the surgery. And he marked me up, told me what he was gonna do, and he's like, let me go do, he had another surgery that he had to do, and he goes, give me a couple hours and then we'll be back. And so in my mind, I'm getting prepare myself to have surgery like 4 o'clock in the afternoon Sunday, right? Yeah. And he comes back, like the nurse comes in like not even 15 minutes later, and was like, all right, we're going to take you up to pre-op, we're gonna get you ready. My mom wasn't there. Like, I was freaking out at that point. And so I had called my mom, and Melissa had, I don't remember what happened. I don't remember who went home with Junior, but someone went home with Junior. No, my dad went home with Junior, and my mom showed up, and like I had them like long it out because I was crying, I was freaking out. There's a lot going on in my mind. Like, I was thinking I was gonna die. Like, it was bad. And I just told the doctor, I was like, you know, I have like, this was the first surgery that I had since having my son, and I've had this experience happen before on this side, and it didn't end up well. And you know, it's not something that I want to go through again, and especially with having a child. I have a drainage tube in me. I have like over 20 stitches, and I can't even take care of Junior right now. So thank God I have my parents, because they're pretty much doing everything for me from this point on until I get better. And So I go into pre-op. My mom shows up like 5 minutes before I leave for surgery, and yeah, I have surgery. And when I wake up, I started crying. I was like, where's Junior? I was like, I want my son. And I was gone crying because of the anesthesia. But everything went fine during the surgery. I had lost over 300 cc's of blood. I have no clue how much blood that is, but apparently for a little person like me, that it's a lot. And that's what kept me in the hospital that long was because my blood count was at, it kept dropping. It went from a 7.2 to 7.0, and they're, oh man, look, you can't even see, they're taking blood up the wazoo. Like, man, oh man, I was like, how do you expect my blood count to get higher when you guys keep taking it every hour? Like, doesn't make sense. And so you guys saw all the before pictures. I'm gonna show you what it looks like now. So if you are like kind of like not queasy, or you find it gross or whatever, I'm warning you right now not to watch. But this is what I have going on with me right now. Y'all saw the before. This right here is where my drainage tube is at. Oh, I have to have this thing in for like a week, and then it goes all the way around. Oof. Okay, so I took pictures. I'll post the pictures right here. But that is what had happened. So I'm way happier with how everything turned out, and you know, right now I think the worst, I'm not in pain at all. The doctor is very surprised with how much I wasn't in pain. He was like, you don't want no medicine? Like right after, like normally you get morphine and Vicodin and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, like I'm a very strong believer on natural healing. I'll take the pain any day, and it's not painful at all. I can feel the incision, I feel the stitches, I feel the tube, I feel it all. And it itches like crazy. I think that's the worst part of it, is the healing process, because you can't scratch and it itches, and I'm just like, oh. But yeah, and I've been home for 2 days now, and I'm bored out of my mind because I can't move or do anything. Like it, like even sleeping, Junior sleeps with me, and I can't sleep right because I have to sleep with like pillows all over me, because he kicks me, you know, in his sleep. And so I don't want him to kick me or even rip out my tube, because my son's special needs, as y'all know, and he doesn't know that. I mean, I'm sure he knows that I'm hurt, because he knew I was gone, and my mom would call me every day and be like, he didn't sleep tonight, he didn't take his nap, like his routine got completely messed up, and he wasn't eating, he wasn't sleeping. My mom would call me and just, it was rough. And that was the first time that I was away from my son. So you could just imagine the emotions that I was going through and the things that I was thinking, because like this is a scary situation, you know. And Junior's all that I have. Well, I have my family and like people that care about me, but Junior was the main thing that I really cared about, because if anything were to happen to me, like I'm the only one that knows how to take care of him the way that he needs to be taken care of. And if I'm not here, like, it was just a lot. It might be a little over dramatic, but it was a lot. And so I woke up from surgery crying, and then the first night in the hospital after surgery, it was kind of rough sleeping, because I sleep on this side. So sleeping on this side, it wasn't working out for me, because my hump is right here from my back for the scoliosis. So it's just very, very uncomfortable at the moment for me. And I have to have this drainage tube in for like a week, maybe a week and a half. And then the stitches, I'm not sure how long I have to have them in, but when all this comes out, I'm gonna make a video on that. And you know, I thought about filming everything like going on in the process, but that's not just, that wasn't, I didn't feel comfortable doing that. I didn't want to bring the camera with me and be like, all right guys, I'm like, you know, you didn't need to see all of that. I'd rather tell you than you see it. But taking the stitches out, I could do that, maybe film that, I don't know. But let me see, is there anything else that I need to say about the situation? No, neurofibromatosis is definitely a hard condition to live with, because they do come back. And if this comes back, it's happened to me before. I think I explained it before in one of my surgeries, that after this drainage tube came out on this side, like I was 13 or 14, so like a week later, like I was running, jumping, playing, doing all this stuff, and it expanded. A big ass hematoma the size of a fastball expanded, and they had to put like 3 drainage tubes in on that. So I'm scared for this to happen on that side, especially with a fresh new incision. It can rip my, not ready for it. So I'm like very very cautious at everything that I do, and it sucks, especially with a 3-year-old. Man, I can't do nothing with him. And thank God for my parents, because they're the ones who are doing everything for me right now. I had only told a select few people that I was in the hospital, and they were legit there, like right, maybe the next day or right away. And I appreciate all of you that came to see me, and the ones that checked on me throughout the whole time that I was there. I didn't want to post nothing on anything, because I'm not an attention type person. I didn't want people to be like, oh Nessa, are you okay? Like, I mean, I like the attention, but I don't want to, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on with my words right now, making sure that I said everything, that I had the surgery. They didn't want to do it at first. They wanted to send me home, and I said no. Like, we literally fought that. And Melissa, she's like she's my family friend, and she's like, Nessa, she goes, you need to tell them that you want the surgery. Because the doctor was like, no, I'm not doing it. And I don't know if he didn't feel comfortable doing it or what, because of the complications that could come with it. But I told him that I wanted this, like, he had to hear it from me that I wanted the surgery. So I told him that I wanted the surgery, and he was like, all right, well, let's do it. And let me tell you, I was a hot mess. I was just crying nonstop, like, I don't know, man. So now I'm out for like the next month. But this is good. It's not good, because this is what I wanted my channel to be about. But I just don't want to show too much, or like, I don't know, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos on like surgeries and people's surgeries and stuff, and I'm just like, you don't need to show all of that. And I don't want to be like that, you know, show everything. I don't want to show the doctor visit, signing into the hospital, them putting on my wristbands, like them taking my weight and all that stuff. I want to show the important stuff. So I feel like this was important. If you have neurofibromatosis and you've had them removed, or you had any complications like this, you know what I'm going through, or you'll know what to expect. I'm not saying that this could happen to you. Anything could happen with neurofibromatosis. And you know, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really like explain this smart, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that's where I've been the past couple weeks. Well, the past week right now. The 3 weeks before that, I was just mentally exhausted, physically, emotionally, and everything. And I'm just trying to figure out my life right now, because right now my life is just upside down. And the main thing I'm worried about is my son. So he's he's my main priority right now. And YouTube, I love doing YouTube, and I love my subscribers and everyone that comments and everyone that checks up on me, like my Snapchat, my Instagram, everything. Like, I appreciate all the love and support that I get from everybody. But you know, I totally lost where I was going with that. I appreciate all the love and support that I get from everybody, and I'm here, but I'm just trying to take care of myself and my son first before I do this YouTube thing, because YouTube skyrocketed off like way before I even like had the chance to breathe, you know, like with that Barcroft picking it up, Snapchat picking it up, Facebook picked it up, and people just started subscribing, and I thought that I had to be this person that like filmed videos every day and did videos every day, and I was overwhelming myself with that, with Junior, with myself, with what's going on with me internally and stuff like that. So it just got very overwhelming, and I got out of YouTube. But I'm not saying that everything happens for a reason, but this happened and I made a video out of it, and I can continue to make a recovery video. I can film it. I'll probably film, what's today, Thursday? I'll try to film a video tomorrow on getting Junior ready for school and everything, and how I do it with this. So yeah, I mean, now in my videos I will be struggling a little bit more, but it's okay. I'm okay, Junior's okay, we're all okay, and I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and I miss you guys. But yeah, I will for sure be back with another video. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this one. It was really boring, and I'm really sorry, but that's just where I've been. And yeah, my mom's probably listening to me. We're about to go get Cracker Barrel right now. It is 6:58 in the morning. Junior had just left for school. Look at that handsome little picture. You can't even see it. And I don't know, I need your guys' help. My mom and my dad are the best, I don't need her to hear, are the best parents I could ever ask for. And I need your guys' help to make, so I can make a video for them, to appreciate, to show them my appreciation and to show them my love for them. So if you guys have any ideas, comment down below or message me, because my mom's listening. But I need to do something for them, and I don't know what to do for parents. I don't want to just send them out to dinner or send them to the movie. Like, I need to do something nice for them, because they have literally been there for me since day one. And with everything that I've been going through recently, like, oh man, I appreciate them so much. But yes, if you have any questions, I feel like I'm trying to cover everything that had happened. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll answer them in the next video. Anything at all, just ask and I'll do my best to answer. And thank you guys for watching this video. It's already 23 minutes long, so I'm gonna go now. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'm okay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to ask your questions, and yeah, but that's it. So I'm gonna go get breakfast with my mom now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.